These new homes in Leawood, Kansas are located just minutes from some of the best shops, restaurants, and entertainment spots in all of Kansas City. They've made a ton of progress since we were here just a few months ago. And in this video, we're going to show you 3 spec homes that are available right now under construction. We'll share a few updates on the remaining lots available. And at the end, we're going to show you this brand new model home, which is beautiful inside and out. Welcome to Aventino in Leawood, Kansas. Part number 2. Now, by the way, if we haven't met yet, my name's Nick.
I'm Jordan.
We help people buy and build new homes across Kansas City. And Jordan, we've seen a ton of different communities, but I think there are 3 things that make Aventino especially unique. And the first one is the size of the homes, the size of the lots, with this still being a maintenance provided community.
Yep, all maintenance provided. These are all single family detached standalone homes. We don't have any twin villas or anything like that here.
Right, and the reason that matters is because with those larger lots, you get more frontage. You'll see, we'll show you one example here later on in this video where you can get some side entry garages, the 2+2 garage setup. So that's one of the things that you typically won't see in maintenance provided communities. They're usually a little bit smaller. That's certainly not the case here. I think the second one, and really the reason why there's so much progress here, it has to be the location.
It's the location. 135th and Row, right here in Leawood. Right down the road from Prairie Fire, Corbin Park, tons of shopping and restaurants, and just minutes away from town center as well.
Exactly. You've got a ton of different golf courses around, the Nicholas Golf Club at Lionsgate. You've got the Country Club of Leawood, Iron Horse. So really access to quite a few amenities. And we're actually standing in one of the amenities on site. This is actually the dog park. Jordan, we're both dog owners. A big dog person. I love the size of this and where it's located in the community.
Yep, very cool. So it takes up this corner here, 135th and Row, kind of cuts down on some of that noise, not having a house in this section. And this is a good sized park. You can throw the ball around. It's all fenced in, really cool.
Yeah, we've got some tennis balls over there, but certainly a great size and nice to have without having to walk too far away. Jordan, number 3 on our list, it has to be the builder lineup. I mean, we're standing right down Model Row. You've got some of the best.
Phenomenal builders, generational builders that have been in Kansas City a long, long time. You've got Willis Custom Homes, Kaler,
and J.S. Robinson. And we'll show you a little bit of each of them. The models have all sold, except 2 are going to be open until the spring parade of homes. They've had some pretty creative solutions in the backyard of some of these homes that are up along 135th Street. I think that's the major strength of the builders. It's very customizable. You'll notice online they've got set floor plans. They're kind of selected for specific lots. The nice thing is you can customize pretty much any one of those plans. You can do quite a bit with them. And one of the major differences if you're moving from outside of Kansas City is we have a lot of local builders that are generational builders. It's part of the family business. And that's one of the things that makes our market here very, very special. Now, part number 2 of the video, we're going to break down the remaining spec homes that are available, as well as some of the remaining lots. We'll go inside and take a look at the plat map on the big screen. This one that we're standing in front of, these models, they're absolutely beautiful. We've got property tours of them linked down below in the description. These are both sold, but they'll remain open until the Parade of Homes in spring 2025. This is by Willis Custom Homes. Absolutely beautiful. We've been in a lot of their work. Really, all 3 of these models are gorgeous, and we'll show you one here at the end by J.S. Robinson that is brand new, but just a very unique elevation. This is the Clydesdale plan. They've also got some other popular ones like the Appaloosa. I think the Mustang's one of your favorites, Jordan.
They do have some build jobs going on right here. They don't have any specs right now.
No specs right now. We'll show you that on the big screen, but they do have builder-owned lots. And of course, some lots remaining where you could build one of these plans yourself. But we're going to go ahead. We'll head inside and we'll pull up the big screen. All right, Jordan, it's been a couple of months since I was last in here, but
yeah, I was here for the spring parade of homes, and very cool house.
No, you can definitely see why this is a popular plan. You got, I mean, that floating stair, there's like $100K worth of quartzite or more, including stone throughout the house, but floating staircase. You got the wall with the trim applied wall. You got the backlit floating mirrors and the glass panel staircase, which is great. So this plan is really perfect for entertaining. You got the very nice vault and the beam surround sound. And a two-tiered wet bar, all right off the entry. And they might be able to see you in the mirror, Jordan, if you give them a nice little wave there.
How's it going, everybody?
That's pretty neat. Anyway, the real reason we wanted to come in this home is we want to give you an idea of some of the remaining lots as well as spec homes available before we show you what they look like on the outside. So right up here, this is the old model row, and we've got videos on the channel that we'll link down below. All the other lots are still available. You saw us just a few minutes ago at the dog park right here, which is a great kind of, it's situated very nice in the neighborhood. One thing that you should know, there are only 12 lots remaining. They are over half sold out, which is very, very quick. I think there was only one person who has moved in during the first video we filmed back in like April or May of this year. You do have a couple different shades of lots on the Plat map. You've got lots where you'll find spec homes. So like right here, lot 46, this will be the Avila with a side entry garage that we'll show you in a second. But you've also got these darker blue lots, which are build to suit, which means builder has already purchased that lot. They've got a few different floor plans that could fit on there. But of course, you could probably design your own, or you could customize those existing floor plans. And really, you got quite a few options there. We will show you a couple that are very close to completion in case you need something on a very quick timeline. But Jordan, I got my eye on these two lots right down here.
Yep. Really big lots in a cul-de-sac. Everybody, I mean, that's very desirable. Lot bigger lot and a little more private, right? You don't have the traffic.
That's right. And even with some landscaping, lot number 60 up here. And then all of the lots you see on the top row along 135th Street, those are very deep. So like this one alone is almost, oh, I don't think we've got square footage. I believe it's close to a half acre, which is incredible. And that, of course, you get this little buffer zone with landscaping from the HOA. You could even add your own there as well.
Yep. So you have 135th Street on the north side, row to the west.
Now, one of the things that is, it obviously comes up is, you know, not everybody wants to be right along one. I completely understand that. The nice thing is these builders, very creative. You can see the Kaler Escalante model next door, kind of Mount Kaler, if you will, which you've got a mountain in the backyard.
Yep. Built a mountain. They also included that waterfall, so it drowns out all the traffic that's on 135th Street. And then they have all these arborvitaes. Those are going to get huge, provide a ton of privacy, and will block some of that noise as well.
Yeah, so you got an option if you don't want to be right here. You've obviously got other lots available. One thing that we really like is the sunken patio. It's got such a cozy feel. You got the retaining wall stone, which looks really good, and just a ton of outdoor living, which is one of the things you'll see in the model here closer to the end of the video.
All right, Nick, before we go outside and show them the Kaler spec and the Jeff Robinson spec, let's just give them a really quick look inside this Clydesdale model that we're in.
We're gonna do our best. It's really hard. You got to see this in person. It's open until spring 2025. That it'll close probably shortly after, but we're gonna try and do a little, give you a little bit of taste. But you really got to see this.
Just
in
a
person.
preview, and you've already made a video on this house, so they can always click, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's
and find
right.
that video.
So the first thing is I love all the stone in the house, but you get the suspended ceiling, white oak detailing, and of course you've got the lighting up there as well. This is all stone. I believe, I could be wrong, I believe this is a quartzite fireplace. You can see the whole surround as well as the mantle there.
Yeah, and they do have the underlighting.
And then I love that this kind of mimics the elevation a little bit. And the limestone look there. I mean, we'd be here all day if we were really going into detail, but I love the waterfall. I believe this is the same quartzite we saw on the fireplace. It's translucent, so you've got underlighting to it. And then this is the first time I've seen anything like it. The quartzite hood, which is incredible.
Yeah. Beautiful range. His homes are just, they're surreal.
I mean, the models here are all very, very well done. And they can hit multiple different price points depending on how big you want the home and what's important to you. So we're going to show you a few examples outside of some spec homes that are under construction that might offer a quick move-in, as well as some that you could fully customize that are still at foundation stage. Now, this is one of the first ones we want to show you. It's right across the street from the model that we were just in. This is the Drake by Kaler. You've got 4 beds, 4.5 baths, 4,391 square feet. And it's on a 1/4 acre walkout lot, but this is Jordan, this is a mid-level walkout, which means you get that same kind of sunken patio look that we saw in the Willis Clydesdale. You'll also see it in the model that Kaler has that we'll show you in just a second. This is lot 93 if you're on the website, and it's priced at $1.598,950. Not sure if I said this yet, but it's about 90 days out. You get a full wet bar with a peninsula off the entry. We'll put that plan on the screen right here. There's an office flex room that's tucked behind the kitchen. What I love about it, Jordan, is you get access to the porch from there. You get the nice slider. 3 bedrooms with the lower level rec room. Second wet bar, of course, the sunken patio.
So they are doing a sunken patio on
Sunken
this.
patio on that one, which I actually
very cool.
I even kind of prefer that to a walkout after seeing these models, which that is just one of the plans that Kaler has. This is the model. And this one is also open until spring 2025. It is under contract, but it'll give you a good idea of the level of finishes. This is the Escalante. It's beautiful. Should we let's take a look inside and give a little sneak peek.
All right.
But I love the elevation, the stone, the modern light fixtures.
You've got stacked stone, stucco on 4 sides. I love the acoustic look here
right there. Yeah.
in the entry. That's very cool. Oh, it's hard to see with these shadows.
It is.
Man.
Well, you've got a tiled front porch here, which is really neat. And then we'll kind of
beautiful French door.
We'll give a preview of the main floor just so you can see something from each of the 3 builders here. Beautiful. I mean, everywhere you look.
Yeah, look at the light fixtures, Nick. Very cool.
And I love, Jordan, what do you think about the kitchen cabinets? You've got some of the darker tones, some of kind of the modern stain on the wood.
I actually like the frosted glass. I think that's a very cool look.
Yeah. Now, we mentioned it earlier when we were looking at the Plat map. These builders are extremely creative. I know Kaler spent quite a bit of time making sure that this mountain looked just picture perfect, kind of rearranging the stones, making sure the trees were planted just nice. I mean, this is quite a view from your main floor.
Yep, very, very cool.
The outdoor fireplace. Jordan, one of your favorite ceiling accents up there.
Yep, they did, looks like engineered hardwood on the porch ceiling. Very, very cool.
And maybe we get a shot of the sunken patio, just so you can visualize that for the Drake, which is right across the street.
So another sunken patio. They have the boards and the wall and that waterfall down there. Very, very cool.
Which this is just one of the most incredible views that you can have. I mean, yes, you got 135th on the other side, but that is very, very well done. What I love, Jordan, you got the 3D tile on the fireplace, and this is just, I mean, this looks like it's out of a magazine. I love that it's recessed. The built-ins are recessed into the wall.
Yep, very cool.
Very clean look.
A lot to unpack with this house.
So anyway, you've seen 2 of the builders. We're going to show you J.S. Robinson, their model here at the end. We do want to point out 2 other homes, one that's at foundation stage, one that's going to be ready on a very quick timeline. So we're going to hop across around the corner and we'll show you what those look like.
So the 2 specs behind us are by J.S. Robinson Fine Homes. These are the Avila plans, Avila expanded. So totally different stages of construction. This one here, 45 to 90 days out. The one to my right, side entry garage, framing stage.
A little bit further out, you can't make structural customizations probably, but you do have a lot of selections that are still open.
Flooring, paint, cabinets.
Right. So the nice thing is we're going to show you what these look like on the inside, how the plans feel right after this. But depending on the level of customization you want, you do have options. And they're very different elevations. You can see a little bit more modern, hip style roof on the front of this one. Same kind of deal. The model that we'll show you, 4-side stucco. And then right next door, the big difference is you got the side entry garage. It's a 2+1 setup, so not a 4-car. What I like about it, Jordan, is you've got that door as well as the garage doors that leads right into the garage.
Yep. It is definitely going to be oversized, bigger than a 3-car, and it's going to add that reveal to the front door as you walk around the patio.
Right. So this one is actually not listed on the market right now.
Do not have pricing yet.
So we don't have pricing, but that's why it's important to reach out to the on-site agents, and the website will be linked down below. This one we do have specs on. So Jordan.
Yep. We do have specs, 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,509 square feet, just over a quarter-acre lot, priced at 1.32765.
So far, we've shown you a couple of the different spec homes. We showed you the Kaler Drake, which is just beautiful. You've got a couple Willis build jobs going on right now. And of course, he's got several lots that he already owns. You've got 2 other spec homes, which are the Avila by J.S. Robinson. One's available for a quick move-in in the next 45 to 90 days. The other one is at foundation stage, but it has a nice side entry garage setup. And we're actually going to show you the brand new model right across the street, which is the Avila expanded again. So you get an idea of what it looks like by J.S. Robinson Fine Homes. You got 4 beds, 3 baths, 3,509 square feet. This is on a 0.27 acre flat lot. And the price comes in, it's listed at 1.305940. Jordan, I know we're pretty big about the stone on the exterior.
Yep. Love the stone. So this has the stacked stone. It goes all the way up into that gable and that roof. Very, very pretty, very traditional look.
I love the stucco, the dormer up top, the metal roof, and of course the trim applied garage door, but just a very, very nice elevation. Now, as you could see with the other spec homes we showed you of this same plan, they've got a ton of different ones to choose from in case you want to build from the ground up. One of the deals here, you've got 4 side stucco, upgraded landscaping outside, and pretty nice outdoor living as well. The black windows are certainly a nice touch. Jordan, I know one of your favorites is the French door.
Yep, I love the French door entry. Really nice wide porch here. Just very, very inviting.
All right, Jordan, come on in.
All right, Nick, I'm excited for this one, man.
I am too. This has such a cozy main floor. I love that the windows follow the shape of the roof line.
Yep, I love that. Very, very great design. Don't want to give too much away yet.
That's right. You know? That's right. We'll put the floor plan on the screen so you can kind of see what we're about to take a look at in a second. There's just a lot of space in this main floor. And for context, we've got a video from the previous model that's already sold, the Del Mar by J.S. Robinson. I showed Jordan, we took a look at that at Bristol Highlands, and you like that floor plan quite a bit.
Love that home. I thought they did a great job on it.
So we'll kind of make some comparisons between the Del Mar and the Avila. But what I love about the entry is just the space you get. You don't feel like it's too tight. You walk in, you've got plenty breathing room, and of course you look straight into those beautiful windows. But we talked about the French doors. I love the decorative glass. A little bit of privacy.
Yep. Provides privacy and lets in a lot of natural light. So very nice.
That's right. So we like to do a little bit of foreshadowing in these videos. If you take a look at the light fixture, you're going to see some hints of gold in the accents throughout the house. Also love the transom window up top. But before we go into the main floor, I actually want to start with the office. So you've got the master and the office, which are on the right side, on the left side of the floor plan if you're looking at it online. And coming in here, you've got a full bath, nice floating vanity, the down lighting. And Jordan, look at that countertop there.
Yep, very cool countertop. I believe that's granite, right, Nick?
I believe so. You got the upgraded faucet there. And the other thing that's nice is you get that additional window above the shower tile for even more light. But nowadays, I know most people are looking for an office on the main floor. If you have guests over, you could certainly use this as a guest bedroom, but imagine most people would use it as an office. Love this staging in here, the size. You got a little bit of a vault in the ceiling here.
Yep, very tall ceilings. And that is a cool light fixture, Nick. You do have some of those gold tones you mentioned earlier, and then just the design on it. It's perfect for an office.
I love the glass around. That's really neat. Now, you do have the 2 casement windows, which are beautiful. And then, of course, you do have closet in the corner. You know what I just noticed about this? You got solid core doors. I love the weight behind these doors. And of course, everything's 8 foot on the main floor here. So we're going to turn around. We'll take a look at the main floor, the great room here. And this is really the pinnacle of the floor plan, right? You walk in here, You know, the beautiful beams that follow the ceiling, nice gold light fixture there, just very tall ceilings here.
Yep. So I love the beams. I love the color of that stain and how they, really go well with the hardwood floors.
Yeah. You've also got, again, very similar to that light fixture we saw in the office. You've got this beautiful look on the tile, floor to ceiling fireplace, stained mantle to match the floors. What I love about this setup, you've also got the fireplace outside, and we'll go out there in a second, but you'll notice outside is perfect for a screen and porch. If you want to do that, it follows the same roof line that we're seeing in here. Just very, very neat shape.
Yep. So I love the design with the windows and how it follows the vault in the ceiling, and then kind of like you're saying out there on the porch, same thing, right?
Absolutely. And of course, you get all of these windows here, which is perfect. The fireplace creates a little bit of privacy, but here's kind of what we're talking about in the beginning of the video. You've got all this space between the great room and the kitchen, and some of these plans that we see around Kansas, and not necessarily in this community, it can kind of feel tight in this area. So, Jordan, I know you're a big fan of kind of the valley here. Makes it all feel bigger.
Yep. I love all the square footage here. Easily move around. You could dance if you want to with your significant other. I mean, just have a good time.
Well, we'll get to the dining room in a second, but same kind of theme there. You've got a ton of space. The box vault creates a lot of volume. I do want to kind of move back to the second entry, which is probably what most people would use. You've got the garage entry right here, the mud hall. I love the amount of bench seating you get, plus all the hooks are done for you, and the amount of built-in shelves you also get right here. Now, around the corner, you also have the hall closet here. Perfect coat closet.
And that's really good size too. You could fit a lot of coats in there.
It looks like it's got some additional shelves, which is neat. And then if we back up a little bit, you'll notice throughout the house, you got the upgraded trim package, like the crown molding you see in the box vaulted ceiling.
And what I love what they did with this box vault, Nick, is they took it all the way into the dining room here.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
It creates a lot of volume, but the other thing is you get a lot of separation because you have the cased opening between the great room and the kitchen. Now, I love this setup here for a couple different reasons. One is the glass panel cabinet doors with the down lighting. I think that's always a really neat look. You get this extra perimeter space and built-in spot for like a wine cooler, a mini fridge. You come around here, and I love that the upgraded quartz countertops, you've also got those continued on the backsplash. Really classy look.
Yep, very pretty. And they did put the outlets underneath the cabinets, and that's something we try to point out to people. It's really nice, convenient to have that, and you're not looking at those outlets in the wall.
Exactly. Yeah, the last thing that you want to see is a faceplate on the very nice quartz backsplash. So it's nice to see you do have a strip with like 5 or 6 different outlets under each of these cabinets, which is nice. Everything is soft close, beautiful trimmed out hood, and you got a 5-burner cooktop there.
Yeah, and that is a beautiful slab on this island, right? Quartz or quartzite?
I believe
what do you think?
I believe it's quartzite.
You got a lot of veining in there, a lot of different colors.
For what it's worth, this is not one of the countertops that we've seen before. It's always nice to see something a little bit different. Certainly got that here. Storage on both sides of the island. You got the upgraded faucet, which, see if you can get a look at.
Yeah, it's got those gold tones and it's got some texture to it. So very cool.
And I'll let you check out the pantry, stacked microwave and oven there. And of course, you've got a darker enamel color.
Yep, so a little bit of a butler's pantry here. You do have this nice sink where you can come back here and prepare meals and things like that when you have guests over. They went with the kind of a gray color for these cabinets and the built-in shelves. And this is a really good sized pantry too, as you come back here. And then I like this door, Nick. I like the glass in it. What do you think?
Really neat. Yeah, it's a nice feature. And then coming over here, the nice thing about that kitchen is you've got a ton of perimeter space, but you've also got the built-in breakfast bar here. Jordan, look at this, the floating vanity, the down lighting.
Yep. Floating built in, really, really cool. I like the fact that it's recessed in the wall, so it really saves a ton of space, adds some dimension to the room. You've got the floating shelves and the backsplash here. It's pretty unique.
Yeah, it looks like it's got a little bit of texture, but that's really just the grout line. What I like about it is it creates separation from the kitchen. You get the darker tone on that backsplash. But, you know, something we try to mention in a lot of these videos is the space of the dining area. This is all staging furniture, but I think you could fit something bigger in here and probably seat maybe a couple more people around the table. Beautiful light fixture. You got the gold tones in it. Just a really, really nice setup.
Yep, that's a good sized table. And I mean, look at all this room on the back side of these chairs. Still plenty of space here.
That's right. Now
So-
we'll kind of walk around the table. We'll take a look outside onto the deck here. Usually when I'm opening these doors, I tend to lock myself out thinking I'm unlocking, but I think we got it this time. Done enough of these tours where we should.
So what I love about this patio, Nick, you step down here, you're on concrete, you're not on any type of decking, but it's partially enclosed by the home, right?
Yeah, and you see that four-side stucco. You got the black windows out here, which is neat. This is one of the things that's also different about Aventino. Probably could have added it earlier in the video, but you got a lot of emphasis on outdoor living, which in Kansas City, we don't see a ton of outdoor living kind of setups in the backyard. This fireplace would be the perfect example. But if you come, and also, you know, you could screen this in very easily. It's built in a very nice way. You wouldn't have to deal with a bunch of trim work, and it'd really make this pretty nice, especially in the spring and the fall when we got a little bit more humidity.
Yeah, and I believe, are those outlets behind that piece of art?
Yeah, this is all set up
place
for
you
a
can put
TV,
a TV?
which is perfect.
Yeah, perfect for the Chiefs games, guys.
So one thing, I actually toured this with a client when it was a little bit further out from being complete. And it sounds like they made a little bit of an audible when building it. They realized that you could get some daylight windows in the basement. We'll point this out a little bit later, but I think that's a really neat look, the decorative kind of retaining wall with the rocks in there.
Yeah, very cool. So this is more of a level lot. That's why they had to create that retaining wall there to get those daylight windows, right? Just a little added feature.
And, you know, they didn't have to do this, but, you know, they saw an opportunity. We can bring in some more natural light into the basement. They took it, and I think it turned out really, really well.
It looks a lot nicer than just having a concrete egress window there.
Exactly. Now, Jordan, we're gonna trade spots here.
All right.
Why don't you take a look at the master suite here, last part of the main floor. What we should mention is this staircase right here.
Yeah, so you do have a lot of volume here. Similar to the Del Mar, the staircase, I believe this is about 4 foot wide. And then you have a really nice sized landing down there, U-shaped, turn and go down to the lower level.
That's right. Yeah, one of the major differences, the Del Mar staircase is actually right up against the entry. But what I like about both of them is you get a little bit more volume in the main floor. Like this is the perfect wall for a nice piece of art. You've got the lights up there already. And I love the iron spindles there.
Yep.
As well as the stain.
Yep,
So
I love the railing and how it just really flows really well. And so one thing I don't know if we pointed out yet, these engineered hardwoods, you know, they carried those into the office in the front, and they also carried them here into the master. So you do have a little bit of a hallway, which gives you a little bit more privacy. I'm gonna go to this corner. So you do have a big picture window and then casement on each side with the cranks, so they open all the way up. Really nice accent wall.
that's really, I love how subtle it is.
Yeah.
It gives you the texture, creates a nice pattern, but it doesn't like scream at you when you walk in.
It's just enough to really set it off. That's a really nice chandelier light
Pretty
fixture.
neat shape. You see the gold tones
You've
again.
got the gold.
And then the crown mold, the kind of modern crown molding around the box vault.
And what's nice too is they did the recessed lighting in here versus just a light fixture.
That's right. That's right. A very inviting setup. I'm going to kind of spin around here. You've got French doors into master bath.
So I really like how they did the French doors versus the barn door. I'm a little more fan of the French doors, but you know, everybody's got their own taste. So you come into the primary bathroom, really, really nice, Vanities here. You've got nice, I believe that's
definitely
quartz.
quartz. Yeah, you know what? One of the things that when I'm walking through homes and showing homes to clients, it always comes up. I think it's like a 50-50. You'll have to let us know down in the comments below. The master bathroom, do you like the tower in the middle, or would you just prefer more countertop space? I've seen people that absolutely love the tower, seen people who just want a little bit more counter space. Do you have a favorite?
So I like having the tower. If I built it, I would probably put the tower on one side or both ends of it.
Yeah,
You know, so it's symmetrical.
Yeah,
But,
and the sacrifice would be you kind of lose some of the counter space there, but I get it. If you need more storage, that's absolutely something that can be done. And some of those other Avilas that are being built right now, especially if you get it early enough.
Yep, when you build it, you can design it and make it how you want it, what suits you. So I love the gold tone on the poles, really, really nice.
I love the floor, again, very subtle. It doesn't scream at you, but it adds a nice additional tone.
Can you get a close up of it, Nick? Or
Yeah.
can you see all the different color and everything that's going on there? It is subtle, but there is kind of a lot going on.
That's right. I think subtle is a good thing in this case. You've got the glass frameless shower door, same kind of tile inside. What I like about this one is you've actually got two kind of niches or benches in there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's probably, we should probably open the door there.
Two seating areas, which is really nice. Two shower heads. You do have the window as well to let in that light.
I like the window being there because it's still private. Like the other house, you're not seeing it through any windows there, but you still get the light in here, which is important. Now, one thing that I'm not sure if we mentioned it, so forgive me if we're calling it out again. You have the box vault in here.
Yeah,
very nice.
That's something I missed last time we were in here, but adds a lot of dimension to the room. You have your water closet right here, and more built-ins. So you may not need that tower there in the middle of the vanity.
Well, your deal was you want a tower on each side. You certainly wouldn't need that with all the storage. I mean, this is a lot more storage than we typically see in bathrooms, which is perfect. So
can never have enough storage. Really.
No, you can't. So we got closet straight ahead, laundry room to your left. You've got the upgraded carpet, so they didn't continue the hardwood floors, which I'd honestly prefer carpet in the closet. But you do have all of these valet rods up top, and the surface mount dome lights.
Yeah, and this is a really good size closet. You've got all your tote hooks there.
I love the hooks. We don't see that too often.
I like the hooks.
That's a good look. Now you do have enamel paint. Jordan, if you feel the wall there, it's going to feel very similar to a cabinet.
It's very smooth. It's tough, hard to scratch, right?
Right, and that means if you put stuff up against the walls, you're not going to leave marks or anything like that. So
you notice those doors too.
There's a big, I grew up in a home, one of the homes my dad built when we were growing up. We did the solid core doors, and that's what the feel reminds me of.
Yeah, they're heavy and actually would add a little more privacy, right, with noise and everything else.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So
they're almost indestructible.
Yeah, nice size laundry room. You got a really big built-in right there. That's a great size.
Yep, really nice cabinet. You do have a hanger as well, so you can hang some clothes up doing laundry.
All right, well, let's go ahead. We'll take a look downstairs. I like that if you did use this office as a secondary bedroom, I like that the laundry room is right around the corner. So that way, as opposed to...
You're not traveling across the house.
That's right. Yep. That's right. Now, these staircases, very wide, which is very nice. And then you've got the upgraded carpet there.
Yeah. So this is different than what was in the closet. And I like this, Nick.
Designer carpet.
Yeah, check that out.
A lot of hardwood floor surfaces here. So you got the landing and luxury vinyl plank on the basement floor, on the lower level floor. Now, kind of like we touched on, you can see what we were talking about earlier on the deck. You get those true daylight windows in there, and you're looking at beautiful stone versus, just an insert or 6 concrete egress. So I'm going to kind of turn around here. You get a view of the wet bar. And then Jordan, tell us about the rec room.
Well, so you already kind of touched on the flooring, right? It's that luxury vinyl plank. What I like about it is the fact that It almost matches the engineered hardwood upstairs, so very similar in color.
I love that you not only is there additional like rec room, perfect for like Chiefs game, kind of like a home theater. You also get the sitting area at the landing of the stairs.
Yep, very cool. You do have a closet under the stairwell here. Offers quite a bit of storage space. Goes back all the way under that landing. This will be
Unfinished storage
unfinished storage.
Which, let's take a look. I bet you got a pretty good size here.
So this one is smaller. I think it's on the other side where you're going to get all the
Yeah,
space.
you're right. You're right. Okay. Forgive me for all the spinning there. I know I'm trying to maneuver some tighter spaces, but I love the setup on the wet bar here. This is a beautiful countertop. It is just stunning.
Yep, very nice. A lot going on here. Now that is...
I'll look at the specs and put it on the screen. I'm kind of
Do you think it might be marble?
I'm kind of leaning towards a really high-end granite, just because granite, known for that kind of change in surface level, right? You can kind of feel it, but that's a really neat top. You've got, what is this? Is this herringbone? It is
Tile lay.
herringbone.
And those are little tiles. I mean, I don't know how they might have that netting on the back, and that's how they do it.
Yeah.
But
you know, one thing that's different about this setup, first, the enamel color, we saw it, I believe, the master bedroom accent wall. I believe it was also in the pantry,
Butler's
in the
pantry.
kitchen. But look at these poles. These poles are so nice.
Yep.
Same kind of texture that you saw in the faucet in the kitchen,
and they do have that gold accent, or that gold color too.
which I don't know why I remember all of these things, but I do. And it confuses
I think
Jordan.
Nick's got a photographic memory, man.
No, I absolutely do not. But, you know, there are some homes where we'll walk in, I'll be like, hey, you know, this is the light fixture we saw in, you know, so-and-so home.
Yeah.
And it's just a little too much. But you kind of almost have a little bit of the box vault going. You do have the card room area, sitting area over here, which is very nice. And you got that view of the stone outside. And I also like that you got the perfect kind of recessed area for table, console table, or of course artwork.
Yeah.
Around the corner, I believe this connects to the other storage area. You've still got quite a bit of space down here, which is nice. Commercial grade water heater.
You have your sump pump in the corner.
And then I love this. A lot of these homes are already wired. They use naturally wired. So this is all pretty much set up for you right out of the gate.
And they already have you upgraded with a whole house humidifier.
That's
So-
very important, especially, you know, if you're out of state. We get 4 seasons here. And when that happens in these homes, materials expand and shrink, and that helps mitigate some of it. We do have 2 bedrooms, a Jack and Jill bathroom set up in the middle. So lots of storage in the house. You got the hall closet here.
Yep.
And then why don't we
A lot
start?
of storage there.
Yeah, why don't we start right here?
So you do have high tread carpet in this first bedroom here. You've got the surface mount light. I do like the design on that one. So you have your egress window. Now this one's a slider, Nick, so really nice. Let in a lot of airflow. And this is a really good sized room.
It was a great size for a lower level. This is a little bit bigger than we typically see, which is impressive. Now around the corner, you've got the closet again with the hooks. The hooks are a big kind of value add here. Not too many closets have them. And then you've also got kind of a safe room right back here. Water shutoff valve.
Really kind of
That's a good size.
a lot of space in here.
Yeah.
Extra storage.
Almost a storm
You could
shelter.
probably make that closet a little bigger if you
Well,
decided to build one of these.
And that's the nice thing is like on the Del Mar we showed, and that video is linked down below, we showed some of the different options where you can add a wine cellar or you can add a private bath down here. So that's one of the nice things about JS Robinson is you do have that flexibility. We've got the bathroom. Jordan, we got some 3D tile here.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, come around here and
Okay.
take a look. And if you'll open that door for us, I think,
Oh,
yeah, look
Yeah.
at that. 3D
got some
tile, we're
extra
starting
to
to
it.
see it quite a bit. But lower level, you do have the bench right there, which is very nice. And we saw this in the full bath upstairs. Very nice. What appears to be granite.
So I don't want to call this a Jack and Jill, but you do have toilet and shower in this section with the sink, right? But then this bedroom here has its own private sink. So,
Okay, so almost a Hollywood bath, but
yeah.
that's a great size.
Yeah, really good size vanity. It's got that same granite looking top like what we saw upstairs. Really nice walk-in closet, and they kept that high tread carpet in there.
And then this is the final bedroom.
Bedroom number 2.
I'm going to back up so you can get an idea of the size. This is also well sized.
Big egress window on a slider as well. It's a very deep bedroom. I mean, you could put dressers over there on each wall and still have plenty of room in here.
Absolutely. Now that is all for this one. Any questions buying, building a new home in Kansas City? We'll leave our contact information on the screen. Big thank you to Grata Development, the developer here. They have several different communities around Kansas City, various different price points. We'll leave our playlist to their videos down in the description. Thanks to the builders as well as the on-site agents, Amy and Brenda. They've done a phenomenal job here. The community is going very quickly. So any questions buying, building a home in Aventino, we'll leave the community website down below. Before you go, there are 2 videos on the screen. We're actually going to leave the community video, the first one we did right here. We'll also leave the full playlist of the 3 Aventino model property tours right here. So click on either one of those and we'll see you on the other side.